The main reason of learning to speak English is to speak English with other people. Also, the best way to learn to speak English is by talking to other people in English. The problem is that most of the time it is not possible to find someone who speaks English very well to practice it. But in reality, this was difficult to do before having all the services we use today to communicate through the internet. In this video, I'm going to show you some language exchange sites that you can use to find other people to practice English for free. Now I'm just going to show you two sites, which I think are the best out there to find people to practice other languages. Then I'll show you how to find more similar sites. The first website is easylanguageexchange.com. The first thing you have to do is to create a user account with your email. These websites work very similar to Facebook and other social networks, because in the end, that is what they are. Social networks aimed to people learning other languages. Okay, now we are interested in finding other people to practice English. So let's do it. Before continuing, you must have something very clear in mind. To receive, you must also be willing to give. I mean that indeed there are people who will help you with conversations in English that will also help you to improve, but at the same time, these people also want to receive something in return. And what they want is a conversation in your native language. In your case, it could be Spanish or another language. The goal is to find people who speak English and want to learn your native language. This is exactly what I did when I was using these sites. I found people to have conversations for 20 or 30 minutes in English, and then we switched the conversations to Spanish for other 20 or 30 minutes. It's a win-win situation. To find people on this site, just click on this option that says Language Friends. Then in the option, what language do you want to learn? Choose English. And in the option, what language can you teach? Choose your native language. Then just click on Search. Below is where all the users who meet this search criteria will appear. As you can see, each of them has a small introduction to know them a little. Now just click on one of these buttons, either to request to be your partner to practice with the Language Exchange Request button, or to send them a private message with the Private Message button. Now to send a message, it is as simple as sending an email. The second place I want to talk about is Italki.com. It is very similar to the one that we have just reviewed, but I could say that it is more complete. This site has some payment options to get better features, although with the free version, I think it's enough. After creating your user account and customizing your profile, the only thing you have to do in order to find friends to practice the language is go to the option that says Community, and then Language Partners. Here you have to customize the search by selecting the language you want to practice with this drop-down list. There are some additional filters that can be added to reduce the results. By choosing the language that the people we want to find are learning, if you want to find men or women, country of origin, if they are native speakers, or if you want to specify the city where they are from. Then just click on Browse. These are all the users that the system has found. Here are the languages that everyone speaks and the level they have in the language, which is indicated with these bars. Also the languages they are learning and their respective introduction. To add them as friends or to communicate with any of these users, just click on the link View Profile. Here you will see buttons to add them as friends or to send a private message. You can also see if the user is online or not. Of course, these sites are not the only ones. There are many others that have the same purpose. To find them, it is enough to make a couple of searches on Google. For example, making the search Best Language Exchange Sites, or also Language Exchange Sites. With these searches, you will see many results where you will find lists with this type of websites. Something that is going to be important when you are part of a community like this, also when you have found some people to practice, is that you will need some instant messaging software. The most popular in these cases is Skype, so it will be necessary to download it. But sometimes it will be enough with WhatsApp.